Assalamualaikum. Hi again, everyone. Welcome again to the continuation of hydraulic and pneumatics. From last video, I've talked about the FRL unit of a pneumatic circuit. So today I will just continue from where I've left off, which is still looking at this document, Pneumatics 1. And I will just like to focus on pressure indicators. So we stopped here from last time. So today we'll continue with the additional components of a pneumatic circuit, which is a pressure indicator. So in a pneumatic circuit, we do use this kind of indicator to show the whether the pressure is within the required range. And you can see the explanation here. And the best thing about this pressure indicator is that they are completely pneumatic, and they are field adjustable for either one input with spring return or two inputs with memory. So if you look at in the market, you will see, this is an example of a pressure indicator. Okay, so it's kind of expensive. It allows you to indicate the presence or absence of pressure in the pneumatic circuit, so you would know whether there's the circuit is turned on or if there's any pressure at all in your circuit. So it's just a simple way to know whether your circuit is operating or it is in a on state or off state. Okay, so that is indicator, very simple way to know whether there's pressure or not in your circuit. So let's move on to the next one, which is this document. So if you open this document, then we continue with the silencer. So the next one will be the pneumatic silences. So as the name implies, it's just to control the noise. So as you recall, all these components, either it's to facilitate the function of the circuit or it also for safety purposes. So the compressed air pneumatic circuit normally will create some noise, and hence excessive exposure to these noises can cause loss of hearing for the operator. And the idea of pneumatic silencer is to reduce the noise. How does this silencer operate? It basically it will filter out the noise. It is also called the exhaust muffler or vent muffler. And you would have a damping material, and the material is made from sintered plastic. Okay, and how does it operate? Basically, the material will absorb the noise caused by the high pressured air. So because it, as explained here, it is distributed over a large surface area, so the speed of the air is reduced by sintered particle in labyrinth style. So the material will absorb part of the noise. So after the silencer, we have an important component of the pneumatic circuit, which is the aftercooler. So actually this aftercooler, the purpose is just to remove the moisture from the air coming from the atmosphere. If you recall, the compressor just take the air from the atmosphere into the system. However, when it comes to the system, then the cooling of compressed air in the piping will cause condensation, and we don't want this water inside our system because it will cause excessive wear and tear in our moving parts. So how do we remove the moisture? We use aftercoolers. Okay, basically it's a heat exchanger where it will cool the hot air discharged from the compressor to a desired level before it enters the receiver and removing the moisture that's indicated here. So there's an aftercooler. Actually, it also works with along with air dryers. Okay, after the air pass through the aftercooler, then in some pneumatic system you would also have air dryer where you would remove additional airs from additional moisture. Basically, there are three ways as mentioned here. We can use chemical absorption or refrigeration. That's the typical way of how we remove moisture from air. Okay, this is how it looks like in the real world. So for the absorption in chemical dryers, you would have some dryer agent material, consumables, which will absorb the water from the air. In absorption dryers, you remove moisture using beds made of materials such as alumina or silica gel, whereas the third one is the refrigeration dryer where you use commercial refrigerants, where the moist air passes through a heat exchanger and then it is cooled as it flows around coils containing a liquid refrigerant. So this is an example of how it looks like in the real world. And then that's the end of the different components of a pneumatic system. So we have looked at from the beginning, from the compressor to the receiver, and then there are FRL unit, and then the drying units. Then that, of course, there will be next one will be the actuators, which we will see next. So in the next topic, we will look a little bit about how we remove moisture from air. Thank you very much. See you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.